Right guys, welcome back. I finally did it. The follow-up to Sunday Fun Day, I won the battle. So, I must have played it 6 or 7 times after I recorded yesterday, that Valiant defeat, and eventually I won. So, let's have a look how I did it. I was so happy to win. But anyway, so I went with some basic frontline troops, a pair of crossbowmen and the handgunners, and very importantly, these Demigryph Knights, which take out large opponents. So wait and see how I use them. So here we go. Fairly standard start, but this time I've got these guys in. Demigryph Knights. They're great at taking out large units. I've got 2 units of Right Guard Cavalry, who are one of my favourite units in the game. Very solid. And of course, initially we open up with this hellish bombardment of their lines. Don't really know what's going on at this stage, as I didn't for a lot of the battle, but hey. So at this stage, I noticed they're attacking my right, so I sent my Right Guard units to deal with this guy. And that this spider was getting isolated. So he's moving out on his own, so I decided to sneak on him with my Demigryph Knights. At the same time, I knew the Bretons were going to advance to meet this horde, and they would do that. So here we go, here they go. I was worried these guys were going to intercept, but thank God they didn't. And then we were in on the attack. The spider got isolated, we flanked him, and at the same time their griffins attacked him. And he was flanked. I also got my handgunners to target him, and because they're such good anti-armor, they help whittle him down. We also had a good flanking maneuver over here initially, so those guys are in a bit of trouble. Now, the middle descends into chaos as always. The Bretons are going mad, they are going mad, and my rocket batteries are just absolutely pounding them. The spider's broken, he's gone. That was a big thing. He was causing me a lot of issues in the other battles. So anyway, I have no idea what's going on here, I'll be perfectly honest. Just one massive mess. My troops are holding back. And all the time, we've broken their right flank, leaving their archers exposed. But we decided to back up the attack here. I knew I needed to roll up their line and actually make their army rout. So that's what we did. I started some charges from the right flank, which went very well. Chaos down here. Look at these guys. Totally gorgeous. Very nice. So anyway, we won't go too low there because that's a bit loud, but the Bretons have started to break. My Demigryph Knights actually broke. Now, it's not the end of them. They'll be back.
Yes, my lord.
This I wasn't aware of. Their Royal Hippogriff Knights target the Great Goblin Shaman, so that's great. I didn't realise they did that, but that's pretty good AI there. So at this stage I decided to pull my knights out. They got bogged down in a bit of a battle, but they were being chased, keeping them away from my lines. At this stage I thought the same thing was going to happen. The enemy was going to break and roll onto my lines, but it didn't happen. So I pulled the knights away, who were actually in a bit of trouble, and led these guys away. So my units are still able to fire. The Bretons started to rally, which was great. And so did my own Reichsguard cavalry, and then we prepared for another attack. So at this stage, here they come. They are coming for me hard. There's not a lot I can do here. So these guys are pretty much in a bad way, but they did their purpose. They led 5 units away from the battle there. And these guys have regrouped to flank these guys, which is very important. So we've got one very brave unit of swordsmen here fighting off the orcs. We're putting up some good fire. And my allies are still in the battle, which is great. So these guys are really grouped here, and still my batteries can fire away at them, which was great. So it's absolute chaos at the moment. I wasn't that confident even at this point, but I did start to see some opportunity. Really is madness out there. I'm still surprised I won looking at this. I really am. So this was important. This battery managed to fire on this group here, breaking them. So you can see I knew they were low on morale. We had to break them because these swordsmen are massively outnumbered. And they're not that strong. but I knew the batteries could break them, and then we broke their morale and they started to run. Very importantly, we broke their morale. Some of my units have started to come back into the game, and we were quite strong in this central area. Don't really know what's going on, but there's enough of us there. So we've started to break their units. Now there's enough of them to regroup, so you've got to stay on them when they break. That's what I noticed. If they break, you've got to stay on their morale. So they keep pounding away. Some Breton units have come back into the fight, which is really useful. Out here, some of my units are still drawing some of their stuff away. And you can basically see from there that the enemy is broken. They start to regroup, so we'll fast forward a little bit here. Just a little bit, because there we go, they regrouped in the centre again. The morale keeps breaking. There's a lot of them left, and I was worried that this battle was going to slip away from me. I had a lot of units left, but I suffered a lot of casualties at the same time, and I was worried that it was going to slip away. So really what we're left with now is just the stragglers. You can see that I've still got a little core down here of units, and we just got to keep hammering away at their troops. I was worried they were going to regroup here. This is what concerned me the most. They were going to regroup. I mean, it's descended into absolute chaos, let's be honest. There's dead men everywhere, but I still had some control over my central core. This area, these batteries never got taken. That was very important. So at this stage I was semi-confident. I have enough units left, but I was worried that this was all going to regroup and come back at me. But as you can see, it never actually materialized, and they kept running. At this phase, I was very excited. I played this possibly 2 to 3 hours worth of this battle. Eventually I won, so it was great. I was really happy. It was a lot of effort, but you know, something a bit different, something fun. I know I should be playing Warhammer 2, but there's the victory. Yeah, like I said, I know I should be playing Warhammer 2, but I'm really enjoying this at the moment, so I'm going to get to Warhammer 2. I just really want to play through the first one and enjoy it, and there's the video, guys. Really happy with the win. Roll on. I had a couple of battles after this and I won them all, so I have to find another challenging setup. Thanks for watching, something different for the day, and I'll get back to my regular reviews soon. Thank you. Have a good one.